We're James and Holly, and for over 10 years we've both been spending all of our hard-earned money on travel, but things are about to change.
We bought a house!
And the house we have bought is a doer-upper, so we've got to do everything in the house, and we've never done anything quite like this before, so we're complete novices. Welcome to our new adventure. So this is it. This is our brand new house, and everything we're about to show you will probably change in the future. Well, no, everything we will show you will be changed in the future because we're basically going to be redoing and changing everything in the house, but the ideas we've got in our heads at the moment will probably change as well. It's just our kind of first initial thoughts. We thought we would get on camera and bring you guys along as well and show you our brand new flipping house, which we are so excited to finally get the keys after like a 6-month process of getting the keys. We're finally in, and this is the kitchen, and as you can see, it's very sort of old, very old cottagey and stuff, and we basically want to revamp it and re-bring it back to life and make it very modern, very fresh and very new and very clean, because as you can see at the moment, it's not any of those things. We have a really nice Ray-Ban here in the corner at the moment, and our initial thoughts of what to do with the Ray-Ban, because we're going to be ripping it out, is to actually repurpose it in the garden and turn it into an outdoor barbecue, which I think would be really, really cool. Kind of a bit of upcycling and stuff at the same time. So that's basically going to be coming out. And then this whole wall here, we're basically going to be bringing this wall out so we can have kitchen cabinets on the top and along the bottom, because this is kind of not needed, especially because the Ray-Ban uses this as its like little flue and chimney and stuff at the moment, so we don't actually need this, so we're going to be building this wall out. And then if you come over this way, it's a very strange setup of a kitchen. The sink is over here. We're basically going to be probably getting rid of the sink from here. We're going to be closing this door up here, boarding this wall up. We're going to be knocking the door through here, so you come through the front door straight into this bit, and then we're going to be putting maybe a fridge next to where the door is currently at the moment, and then the sink will be going here, which is in front of a nice big window, and then in here we've got a big pantry which is like under the stairs, and we don't really know what we're going to be doing with this at the moment. We're thinking this might be where we put our like coats and shoes and stuff, so when we walk straight in we can put stuff straight into the pantry. Then we get into the lounge, and we should probably apologise that the echo in the house at the moment, because everything's wood in here and there's no soft furniture to kind of suck up any of the sound. You right, Holly?
Yeah, just a bit bright.
Okay, so as you can see, everything is kind of old. We've got quite a nice log burner and stuff in here at the moment, which does work, but I'm kind of against having the log burner. I want to get rid of it, but I know Holly wants to keep it, so we're still unsure.
Keep for now.
We're still unsure about this. But we're going to be covering up all of this brickwork up here. And then we're still undecided of where we're going to put like our TV and sofa and stuff at the moment. Possibly TV kind of in this area, getting rid of this big cabinet thing here at the moment, this very old thing. That's going to be coming out. And then we're probably thinking sofa along here and sofa along there. What else, Holly?
I kind of not really fully planned this room yet.
We're literally, our brains are literally all over the place. Should we go out here next?
Yep.
So through here is probably very, very bright.
Yep.
So out here is the conservatory, which again is very old and kind of all falling down and stuff at the moment. So long-term plan, this won't happen anytime soon. It's probably going to happen in years' time, many, many years' time, where we actually save some money. But we basically want to knock all of this down and rebuild it out properly and build it properly so it's not literally a lean-to. And that means we can then get rid of these doors here, and then the lounge and the conservatory will be like all one big space, and that means we can bring a kitchen table out here or dining table, and then we can have a few more kind of seats and sofas over here. And then this whole bit, this whole wall along here, instead of just having your normal kind of patio doors, I really want to get bifold doors. So this whole bit opens up straight into the garden, which leads me to the next point, the garden. Welcome to the jungle. So this is part of the garden. The garden's kind of broke up into kind of 3 sections, which is kind of cool because it's kind of got rooms. Apparently that's a new terminology, which I've only found out the other day. You have rooms in a garden. This is the patio area, which
Not
is
much patio.
As you can see, we need to do a bit of trimming.
More daisies than patio.
We need to cut this back, cut the trees back, and cut the grass and everything. So going on from what I said just now, when we want to redo this conservatory, and it's probably going to come out a little bit further, that basically means that the patio area, which is non-existent at the moment, we want to bring the patio area out to pretty much where you're stood right now, up to about here, so we can have like a nice outdoor kind of garden furniture and stuff over there. So this is all going to be redone, this is all going to be redone, and then you kind of come into like, this would be maybe the second section.
I can't walk backwards, hold on.
The grass is too long. So this sort of area would be like the second section. I'm in two minds. I kind of wanted to cut this down, but bees absolutely love it. As you can see, it's covered in bees and stuff at the moment, so the bees love it.
I think they literally should fly off.
And then we got this huge flipping tree. Any ideas what this is?
Big tree.
Big tree?
Big tree. Big green one.
Get rid of it? Maybe?
Possibly.
Holly keeps saying no to everything I say. So the Rayburn barbecue, I was thinking can go sort of here. So you can be like cooking on the barbecue, and then you've got the patio area, which is just behind over there. And then you come through to like the third section of the garden. And we have actually cut the grass out here because this was like crazily long. It hadn't been lived in for over 6 months, so the grass was literally up to here. And it opens up into an actual flipping garden. This is the first time I've ever had a garden with grass. The house which I grew up in didn't. It was like a little courtyard, and we lived in the flat which had a balcony, so I'm kind of super excited. That was why the first thing I did was to come out here with a strimmer and cut the grass, because I've never actually done it before, and it was so much fun. Me and Holly have this idea that we really want to make the garden inspired by things at Glastonbury Festival, because as you guys know, we love Glastonbury Festival. So we were going to do things like have hammock heaven. So we're going to put some sort of fence posts in and put a few hammocks on, and we're going to make signs which say like hammock heaven, and then we're going to have another sign pointing to like southeast corner, because it actually does point pretty much to southeast, the other end of the garden.
I want the glade with a disco ball in a tree.
Holly wants the disco ball in a tree, which could potentially go up into the apple tree or somewhere. We kind of decided not to cut any of this here, mainly because I don't know what's plants and what's weeds and overgrown stuff at the moment, so I just did the grass. We have this apple tree which has loads of apples on and stuff at the moment, so we could potentially start brewing our own cider, Holly.
We could.
Possibly. Do you want to eat that?
You first.
Then as you can see here, we have a greenhouse, but as I've never actually owned a garden before, I've never really grown stuff. So this is going to be a new kind of adventure for us to grow things. What are you saying, Holly?
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, grow some strawberries and stuff in here.
I do like strawberries.
A shed, which Holly's never going to go in because it's going to be filled with spiders.
Absolutely not.
When we first got around here, this was like, you couldn't even see the shed. It was covered in brambles and everything. That's it. Now we've got to go upstairs.
So this is the stairs. There's not really much to say about the stairs, apart from they're actually quite slippy, so they're gonna need carpeting. And then bedroom. So this will be the main bedroom. It actually looks quite big, but when we were trying to measure out and fit things in, it's actually quite a challenge. So we're not entirely sure what we're doing, but we think we're gonna be building across here. Not quite decided. So we have got a built-in wardrobe over here, but it needs a little revamp, so I think we're going to sort of build it all out with loads of storage, loads of high storage, because we've got a lot of stuff and a lot of clothes, and ideally I would like a little dressing table to do my makeup on, but that's quite a lot of asks for this averagely sized room. And then straight over here, this is where you need to start imagining. So this will be the bathroom. We tried to masking tape it up, but we're not quite sure of the layout. But now we think the shower is going to go here. The bath is going to go in front of the window with like a window blind, don't worry. Like in front of the window, and then toilet sink here. So now, imagination brain. So this bit is currently like a corridor to another room, but in here is the current bathroom, which is not really to my style. So what we want to do is get rid of this as a bathroom and knock this wall out. And we then want to get rid of this cupboard. And this will be, I guess you just call it our gaming room slash studio slash office. So this is where our consoles will be, and maybe a desk. Good so far? Excellent. And now we have another room, and this is gonna be James's room. This is gonna be his studio with a setup with his desk and all his filming stuff and all his camera stuff in there and charging points and all of the things James has. So hopefully he can have some organization, because when he was in the flat, it did look like someone had robbed the place when he was filming and had all his chargers and all his things set up. So at least now he can set things up, and then if he wants to walk away and leave it for a day, he can just walk out and not have to pack things down and shut the door. So you might find it a little bit weird that we're gonna have a room and then into a room without the corridor, but for us, I don't think it's really gonna be a problem, because one is gonna be like James's office, and then in here is probably gonna be like my desk and then the gaming area. So for us, I think it's just gonna flow quite nicely.